Funny world, isn't it? People walking around, smiling, shaking hands, pretending everything is normal, but nothing is normal. Oh no. See, most people think danger looks like a monster. Fangs, claws, maybe some scary music playing in the background. But real danger? Real evil. It wears perfume. It says good morning. It acts like your friend. It laughs at your jokes, and all the while, it's working on you, silently, patiently, like poison dripping into your cup a little more every day. They won't tell you this in books. They won't teach you this in their clean classrooms, but the streets know, the shadows know, and the ones who sit alone in the dark, they know it better than anyone. Fatigue. No, not the normal tiredness after a long day, not the tiredness after running or working. I'm talking about that heavy feeling, like the weight of the whole world is sitting on your chest, like someone wrapped invisible chains around your body and whispered, "Stay down." Oh, it feels different. It hits different. You wake up tired, you sleep tired, you breathe tired, and you ask yourself, why? Why am I like this? Where did my energy go? Where did my fire go? You check your body, healthy, you check your mind, sharp. But your soul, your soul is under attack. Mental fog, that thick smoke in your head that makes you forget who you really are. You can't focus. You can't plan. You can't dream. Every thought feels like walking through wet cement. Slow, sticky, frustrating. And the worst part, nobody sees it. Nobody believes you. They'll say, just rest, take a break. But what do they know about battles that are invisible? What do they know about wars that are fought in silence? Emotional instability, one moment you're calm, next moment you're burning with anger, then sadness, then numbness, like your heart is not in your control anymore, like your mood has become someone else's favorite toy, and maybe, just maybe, it has. You think I'm crazy? You think I'm joking? I'm just getting started. See, when somebody plays dirty games with dark energy, it doesn't knock on your door and introduce itself. No, it sneaks in. It comes with a smile. It hides in gifts. It travels through words. And it attacks the places nobody guards anymore. The mind, the soul, the heart. You'll start feeling drained after talking to certain places. You'll start doubting your worth after hearing certain voices. Coincidence? Maybe once. Maybe twice. But over and over again, that's a pattern. And patterns don't lie. You know what's funny? People don't even realize they're under attack until everything starts breaking piece by piece. Their sleep is gone, their peace is gone, their joy is gone, and they walk around like empty vessels, hoping someone, something will save them, but nobody's coming. Nobody's coming because this isn't a fight that others can fight for you. This is a fight that happens in your own shadow, in your own silence. You'll look in the mirror and the face staring back will feel like a stranger. You'll wonder, how did I end up here? When did life become this heavy? And if you pay attention, if you really open your eyes, you'll notice it started when you trusted the wrong people. When you shared your dreams with the wrong ears, when you let people too close who never wanted to see you rise. They smiled, they laughed, they hugged you, but behind your back, they whispered curses, they planted doubt, they sent energy that wasn't love. You thought the world was safe. You thought people had pure hearts, but not everyone plays fair. Not everyone claps for you because they love you. Some clap because they want to curse you louder. Some smile because it hides their envy better. And while you were sleeping, while you were dreaming, they were working, not with their hands, but with their darkness. And here you are, wondering why your energy feels hijacked, wondering why your dreams feel distant, wondering why every step forward feels like walking through chains. It's not your body is fine. It's not your mind is strong. But your spirit's been in a fight long before you realized it. Most people will never understand this world. They'll laugh at it, they'll call it superstition, they'll mock it. But the ones who have seen both sides, the ones who've lived in light and walked through shadow, they know this truth like they know their own breath. Energy is real, attacks are real, and battles, the real battles, are always invisible. People love to believe they are in control. Oh yes, they walk around with their heads high, their plans in their pockets, their goals scribbled on fancy little vision boards. It's cute, really, watching them think life is some clean little staircase they're gonna climb without slipping. But life doesn't work like that. Life doesn't care about your calendars. Life doesn't care about your to-do lists. And life laughs at people who think control is real. Control, the sweetest lie ever sold to mankind. The idea that if you just work hard enough, plan long enough, hustle loud enough, you'll get everything you want exactly when you want it. But let me tell you what really happens. Life waits. It waits till you're comfortable, till you're sure of your next step, till you think you've figured it all out, and then it pulls the rug. Gone. No warning, no explanation, just gone. The job gone. The relationship shattered, the health cracked, the money evaporated, and you're left standing there confused, angry, empty-handed, whispering to yourself, but I had a plan. Plans, what a joke. You ever seen a storm care about someone's little plan? You ever seen the ocean pause for somebody's schedule? No, because life doesn't obey you. Life isn't your servant. Life is the dealer, and you're just playing the cards thrown your way. Some days you win, some days you lose, and some days, oh, some days, you lose so bad, you wonder if you'll ever sit at the table again. But that's where it gets interesting. That's where it gets dark. Because when people lose control, when their little safety nets snap, they panic. They get desperate. They turn to anything, anyone to feel powerful again. They'll run to fake gurus, empty rituals, shallow advice. They'll grab anything that looks like hope. But that's where most people miss the point. The point was never control. The point was surrender. See, real strength, it's not in controlling everything. It's not in holding tighter. It's in letting go. It's in standing in the middle of chaos and saying, I'm not God. I'm not in charge. I'm not in control. You think that's weakness? You think that's giving up? No. That's the beginning of real power. That's the doorway to peace. Because when you let go, really let go, something strange happens. The pressure lifts, the fear shrinks, the noise fades, and you start to see life for what it really is, a wild, messy, beautiful mystery that was never yours to control in the first place. You stop forcing things. You stop chasing shadows. You stop begging life to follow your rules. And instead, you learn to dance in the storm. You learn to laugh in the rain. You learn to trust the hands that hold the universe together. But oh, it's hard. It's hard because we were raised to grip everything so tight. Control your image, control your future, control your relationships, control your success. But control comes at a price. Anxiety, fear, exhaustion, sleepless nights, broken hearts. And worst of all, the illusion of power that was never real. Let me tell you what's real. Chaos is real. Uncertainty is real. Storms are real. Pain is real. But above all of that, above every shattered plan, every ruined dream, every unexpected twist, there's something bigger, something unseen, something you can't manipulate or buy or fake. And when you stop fighting, when you stop wrestling life like it owes you something, you start to feel it. You start to feel carried, guided, protected. It won't look how you expected. It won't come how you imagined, but it comes. It always comes, not because you controlled it, but because you trusted enough to let go. Trusted enough to stop playing God in your own life. Trusted enough to sit in the dark and wait for light that only comes when it's time. And while the world screams, take control, while they sell you books about domination and power, the real secret sits quietly, hidden in the shadows, waiting for the brave few who dare to lose everything just to find what was real all along. Funny thing about people, they think silence is empty. They think quiet means nothing is happening. They hate it. Scares them more than the loudest noise. They always need a distraction, music, social media, people, gossip, noise. Noise to hide from the one voice they fear the most, their own. Oh yes, that little voice inside, the one they bury under 1,000 fake smiles and pointless conversation, the one they run away from the moment life gets quiet. But silence isn't empty. Silence is where the real war begins. That's where the truth lives. That's where all your broken pieces sit waiting for you to notice. You know what's really funny? People can't even sit with themselves for 5 minutes without reaching for their phones. They'll scroll for hours, watch other people's fake perfect lives. But they won't ask themselves one real question, not one. What am I doing with my life? Am I happy? Am I honest? Am I running or healing? Am I building or destroying? No, too scary. Better to stay busy. Better to stay distracted. But here's the twist. The more you avoid that voice inside you, the louder it gets. Not in volume, oh no, in weight. It sits on your chest at 3 a.m. when the world sleeps. It visits you in the shower when the noise fades. It creeps into your dreams when you think you've escaped. And that voice, it doesn't lie. It remembers everything. Every betrayal you ignored, every fake friendship you tolerated, every dream you abandoned, every boundary you broke, every time you said yes when your soul was screaming no. The mind is a brutal mirror when you finally look at it without filters. And that's why people fear solitude. Not because they'll be lonely, but because they'll meet the real version of themselves. The version nobody claps for, the version that doesn't get likes, the version that's raw, ugly, honest. But that's where freedom hides. Not in pretending, not in performing, in facing the voice. In sitting in silence and saying, okay, I hear you. No more running, no more lying, no more hiding, just brutal truth. You want to heal? Talk to yourself. You want to grow? Argue with your own mind. You want peace? Confront the chaos inside first. Everybody wants peace. Nobody wants to face the war that comes before it. And the war? It's messy, it's painful. You'll cry, you'll scream, you'll doubt everything, but on the other side of that war is you. The real you, not the version they raised, not the version they manipulated, not the version society programmed, the version that knows what it wants, the version that doesn't need validation, the version that's bulletproof because it's honest. But to meet that version, oh, you gotta lose a lot. Comfort, distractions, fake friends, fake dreams. You gotta sit in rooms nobody claps in. You gotta celebrate small victories nobody sees. You gotta believe in yourself when there's no evidence yet. You gotta fight voices in your head that tell you to give up, walk away, stay small. And that's the hardest fight of all. Not with the world, not with enemies, but with yourself. Fighting the lazy version of you, the jealous version, the bitter version, the weak version, the version that wants to quit every time life gets dark. You gotta kill that version. Every day, every hour, every thought. And in its place, you build slowly, quietly, patiently. You build a mind that's your friend, not your prison. You build thoughts that lift you, not bury you. You build a heart that forgives but never forgets the lessons. You build eyes that see the world clearly, without illusions. You build hands that create instead of destroy. You build a life that's yours, fully yours, not borrowed, not copied, not faked. But nobody claps for that part. Nobody sees that part. That's the backstage of life. That's the midnight conversations with your soul. That's the lonely mornings when you choose discipline over comfort. That's the silence before the music plays, the calm before the storm ends. The real battle, the only battle that matters. People are funny creatures. They spend their whole life chasing shadows, running after ghosts of what they think they need. Money, power, attention, control. They build their tiny little kingdoms out of lies and plastic smiles. They decorate their lives with fake applause. But inside, they are prisoners, caged not by the world, but by their own mind, their own mouth, their own money. The three things that destroy more dreams than any enemy ever could. The three things that turn kings into beggars and saints into monsters. The mind. Ah, yes, the mind. It starts as a servant, a tool, a weapon for survival. But leave it untamed, leave it wild, and it becomes a master worse than any dictator. It feeds on fear. It breeds doubt. It whispers poison into every quiet moment. Thoughts spinning like a broken record. What if I fail? What if I'm not enough? What if they leave? What if I lose? And before you know it, you're not living. you're existing. A puppet dancing for fear, moving not because you want to, but because the mind pulls the strings. And then comes the mouth, the sharpest knife in the room. People bleed from words they never see coming, words they say in anger, words they regret in silence, words they can't take back. The mouth betrays faster than any friend. A tongue without control is a weapon without a sheath. People talk, oh how they talk, to impress, to manipulate, to lie, to destroy. They forget that words are seeds. Every word spoken plants a future. Some plant flowers, others plant thorns. And when life grows wild with pain, they look confused, forgetting they watered that garden with their own lips. But the most dangerous of all, the money. Oh, the green paper that makes people dance like fools. They sell their peace for a paycheck. They trade their time for coins. They lose sleep chasing numbers in a bank that can never love them back. Money reveals who you really are. Give a man power, give him wealth, and watch the mask fall off. Some build empires, others build prisons. Some give, most take. Money is not evil. Money is loud. Money speaks louder than character if you let it, and most do. They wear brands on their chest but scars on their heart. They look rich but feel empty. They eat in luxury but starve for meaning. Control your mind, your mouth, your money, or they will control you, and when they do, they own you. You think you're free because you have choices. No. You're free when your thoughts obey you, not torment you. You're free when your words heal, not harm. You're free when your money serves you, not enslaves you. But nobody teaches this, no school, no university. They teach you how to count numbers, but not how to count the cost of losing yourself. They teach you how to speak in public, but not how to speak to yourself in the mirror. They teach you how to earn a living, but not how to live with what you earn. This world rewards noise, chaos, greed. It laughs at patience. It mocks silence. It fears discipline because discipline is rebellion in a world addicted to distraction. Discipline is power. They can't sell you. They can sell you comfort. They can sell you entertainment. But a mind that's sharp, a mouth that's wise, a wallet that's humble, that scares them, that makes you unpredictable. Most people, they'll never get it. They'll keep running in circles, chasing happiness in places built to steal it, fighting enemies that don't exist while ignoring the real enemy inside. They'll blame luck, blame people, blame the world, anything but the man in the mirror. Because facing him, that's the hardest war of all. Control is not about power over others. Control is power over self. Control is sitting in a room full of temptation and choosing peace. Control is having the perfect insult ready but choosing silence. Control is having more than enough but living like you're just passing through. Control is knowing that the loudest man in the room is often the weakest. Control is understanding that the world owes you nothing and giving everything anyway. Funny thing about life, isn't it? People walk around like they own time, like tomorrow is promised, like next year is guaranteed, like growing old is a birthright. They laugh, they plan, they dream, all while their time is slipping through their fingers like sand in a broken hourglass. Lost years, broken dreams. Funny how nobody talks about them until it's too late. until regret sits beside them like an unwanted guest at the dinner table, until they stare into a mirror and realize life happened without them. You see, life doesn't send you a warning before it takes something from you. One moment you're building castles in the sky, and the next you're sitting in the ruins, wondering where it all went wrong. People lose years chasing the wrong people. They lose years pleasing everyone but themselves. They lose years hating themselves in silence while smiling in public like nothing is wrong. And dreams, old dreams are fragile things in the hands of a careless heart. One wrong choice, one bad habit, one toxic voice whispering in your ear, and that dream you held so close starts to rot from the inside. But here's the part nobody likes to believe. Restoration isn't a fantasy for lucky people. It's not a magic trick. It's not some fairy tale ending reserved for the saints and the perfect ones. No, no, no. Restoration comes to the broken. It comes to the forgotten. It comes to the failure sitting in the dark wondering if the story is over. It comes to the one who lost everything, years, love, hope, identity, and dares to believe that maybe, just maybe, life isn't done with them yet. Life has a strange way of using pain as preparation. The years you thought were wasted, they were teaching you. The nights you cried yourself to sleep, they were shaping you. The heartbreak that shattered your plans, it was protecting you from things you couldn't see. But people, oh people, they get stuck staring at the door that closed so long, they don't realize a new one has been waiting for them to turn around. They build a house in their sorrow and wonder why joy never visits. Restoration doesn't mean life goes back to what it was. It means life becomes something greater because of what it was. Stronger because of what you survived. Wiser because of what you learned. More beautiful because of what was broken. See, gold isn't found in comfort. Diamonds aren't born in silence, and a restored life isn't given to the one who gave up in the pit. It's given to the one who started building a ladder out of broken dreams. People love to say time heals everything. Lies. Time heals nothing without action. Time only passes. What heals is honesty. What heals is facing the wreckage without flinching. What heals is believing in something greater than your past mistakes. What heals is not running from the pain, but walking through it until you come out on the other side stronger than before. And the funniest thing about restoration, it rarely looks the way you expect. It's not about getting back what you lost, it's about receiving something better, something that fits who you've become, not who you used to be. Lost friends? Maybe they were never friends to begin with. Lost love? Maybe it was a lesson in disguise. Lost years? Maybe those years were the price for wisdom you couldn't have learned any other way. People measure life in trophies, in applause, in the shallow currency of status. But real restoration doesn't need noise. It happens in the quiet. In the nights where nobody claps for you. In the mornings where you get up even when nobody's watching. In the moments where you choose to believe in yourself even when evidence says you shouldn't. Restoration is a process for the bold, for the ones who refuse to let their past become their prison, for the ones who dare to look at their scars and see art instead of shame, for the ones who lost years, lost hope, lost dreams, but never lost their fight to start again.